As soon as I was through, the wall closed behind me, and I was left in darkness, except for the little flashlight I had with me. I tried to push it back open, but no going, no luck. I was going to be wherever I was. I was in a tunnel, headed south towards the river, which should have been 10 feet in front of me, except whoever made these tunnels dug them underneath the river. It was built for I don't know what, with a wide tunnel and a little archway carved into the solid stone walls. I shined my flashlight on him, and had an inscription was carved into the walls, over and over again. Here lies Chicago, last of the Patawamis. There was old asphalt on the ground, in 2 straight lines heading south. I heard a groan come and saw the faint firelight in the distance. I started walking till I heard a scream, and then I started. When I poked my head around the corner of the archway, I came to the damnedest scene, even for Chicago. There were a few dozen hobos of the city, the sort of folk who used to occupy Lower Wacker Drive before His Honors took care of them, surrounding a good 20 tied up and bloody policemen around a campfire beneath the archways. They didn't see me yet, and I figure I had one play to get out of here with the cops. Hell, not all of them were as bad as Dirge. They were about 30 feet in front of me, with the hobos kicking and dancing around their captured tormentor. The hobos must have captured him when the policeman discovered the same thing I did. Or maybe the Prizinni brothers did. Either way, the missing cops were here, and as much as I knocked my head up against the CPD, I had to free him. I looked at the old stone wall that helped create the passageway. It had cracks, and had seen better days. Like everybody down here, it looked like there was a way out for the hobos behind the fire, which was good, because I sure as hell didn't want them running my way. I stuck the crowbar in the wall and prayed. Not one person looked back my way. So intent were they on their revenge of the policemen for crimes I could only imagine. I hit the wall again and again with a crowbar, and finally somebody took notice. I hit it one more time, and the wall started to crumble. A section collapsed, and the stone started falling on near me. That sure as hell got their attention. I pulled out my gun, a trusty .38, and fired into the air. This is a raid, you sons of bitches!
What are you gonna do? Shoot us, copper? Ah!
Anybody else want some? Come on, I'm a reverse alchemist. I'll turn your hearts of pure gold into pure lead. Who says I'm good for nothing? The bums took off running, and I was left with 20 cops, most bloody, all wondering what was going to happen next. Come on, boys, it's time to go. I was a hero again, and made damn sure the Daily News knew it. So the city would too. With Sophia smiling at me as she took my photograph, I smiled for the cameras. But this wasn't over, not by a long shot. I stayed just long enough to get the word out, and decided that going into those dark tunnels alone wasn't worth it. I came in with a large CPD bodyguard, and followed those tire tracks till they led up to one road, then to another, and then up to Lakeshore Drive, where they disappeared into the river of cars. A dead lead, sort of. But that was just an appetizer for what was to come next. I decided to check out this Professor Flagstaff at the Newberry Library to see if the lieutenant was completely bonkers or just your usual Chicagoan. The Newberry Library is the premier private library of Chicago. Across the street from Bughouse Square and its raving orators, if you need to find anything out about Chicago, it's the place to go. Hell, you're apt to run into Studster Keller, the ghost of Nelson Algren, or even me on your typical Saturday afternoon. It's membership only, but you just have to claim that you're researching Chicago to be let in. I've been a member all my life, and I'd like to think it's because that's how long I've been researching Chicago. I walked up the marble steps and presented my blue member card to the security guard, who was a gaunt fellow like myself and had a funny Italian accent.
Oh, this is a no good. We got a no security. What with all the Alderbodies are missing? What do you want to hear anyway?
I'm here to see Professor Flagstaff.
That's a no good. I'm under strict instructions from the professor not to let anybody in while he's in his office unless they have a purple card.
How do I get a purple card?
Oh, you see the professor about that. Now get out of my way. I gotta solve the letter Q in this game of Sudoku.
Fine. Let me see the professor about getting a purple card.
You want to see the professor? Do you have a purple card? This a person is a no allowed in. Oh, and neither is this a person. And you no allowed in.
Can I talk to your superior?
You have a yellow card?
No, but I think I know where to get one. Can your superior give me one?
Ah, you a penny a bright. You're catching on. Tell you what, I'll give you a red card for free.
What's a red card let me do?
It means that you leave. Now get out of here. We got lots of library work to do. And you don't go. You are going to be my list of people not allowed in the library.
Okay, buddy. What does a blue card, which I have, let me do?
It to give you full access to the library, except on whatever a day you try to visit the library. See, we learn that only people in the library steal our books. So we decided to stop everybody from visiting the library, so the books will be here forever.
That's a pretty perfect system. I bet you designed it yourself. Tell you what, if I can't have a yellow card, can I borrow yours?
No, I no have no cards.
Not even up your sleeve? Well, as a card-carrying member of the Newberry Library, I'm afraid that you are not allowed in the library.
That's no good.
I have to escort you out, Mr. Wherever Valley, if your name tag is to be believed. I think that you just might not belong here.
Ah, that's no true. I'm a no short. Ha! I'm as long as you are.
At this point, another skinny man with curly blonde hair walked on by, holding a green strawberry high in the air. He and the security guard nodded to each other, and he walked on up the stairs. Say, he didn't give you a card. What kind of racket are you running here?
Oh, it's okay. He given me the password. Everything's got a password. Otherwise, how is any word gonna pass?
Is it Newberry?
Ha ha! Just don't pass the word on. Come on up. The professors are waiting for you, Mr. Priz. Go to room 403.